challenge just popped up on my timeline, and we had maybe a couple of days before agreed that we needed to pursue either coaching or counseling or something. We haven't been married very long. It'll be 3 years in April. But it is the third marriage for both of us. So although we have lots of great examples of longevity with parents and grandparents and things like that, we haven't done so well with it in the past. So we want to do better, and we want to learn better early, as opposed to later on after we got all kinds of years of damage going on. So the relationship challenge was awesome, and I think it has really helped to bring us, kind of back together where we were, I'll speak for me, where I had kind of gotten to that shutdown place where I was just like, okay, I'm not trying to leave, but I was just kind of done. So the relationship, the communication challenge just kind of brought us back to center so that we can really start back to focus on us as a unit. And so when the core opportunity came up, we were like, hey, we were getting ready to find coaching or counseling anyway. So let's try this. So we're happy to be here. We thank you all for all your work and all that you do.
We signed up for a challenge. We love what we heard. The doors open, and there was no hesitation. We jumped in, and ever since then, it has definitely been a life-changing event. I've learned more about myself in this past year than I had known in all 44 years prior, and just that in itself was such a gem. To understand why I was the way I was, to understand things that affected me, things that affected her, to learn how to communicate, to learn what was preventing me from communicating with my wife, to understand what she needed, what she wanted from me, and just overall, just learn how to be a better man.
Do you every night, doing you right? You're the type of woman deserve good fame. This for the diamonds, a head full of rain. Baby, you're a star. I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. A baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a minute to just basically express what being a part of the BLEM core organization has really meant to me, and the type of growth that I need to make as a husband and as a man. I found out about BLEM through my wife because of infidelity on my part. And at first, the way I found out, I was upset because she caught me minutes after work and she was like, would you be interested in, okay, well, it starts right now, sit down. And I was like, okay, what is this? And maybe 10, 15 minutes into it, I was floored. Because number one, I was surprised that everybody on the virtual meeting looked like me, and they were expressing things that we were dealing with, and everybody was expressing challenges and issues that they were going through with their marriages. And, you know, we could do counseling all day long and sit in front of somebody who doesn't look like us, who sit and say, yeah, I understand. Yes, I agree. And charge us money after an hour and we really don't feel that we got anything out of the session. Blam holds you accountable. Blam gives you that level of support for men and women, but also holds you accountable to do what you need to do when you need to do it, and will check you for not doing what you're supposed to do. As I've been checked a few times, I still got a lot of growing to do, still got a lot of accountability to own up to, still got a lot of moves to make to rebuild the relationship with my wife. But with Blam, I'm definitely on the right track. Couldn't ask for better teachers, mentors, better guidance overall, and better people to call friends and brothers. The men's lounge is completely off the chain. I love the men's lounge because we get together and we just basically support each other, good and bad. We're there for each other. And the overall Blam Core group is so supportive that it's more supportive than any other organization or group that I've ever been a part of. I'm grateful. Like I said, I've got a lot of work to do, and I'm gonna do that work, and I don't intend to go anywhere. So look forward to more positive things in the future, and thank you to Blam.
I know you usually don't hear me talk like this, but I got a little game that I want to play. Are you ready? When I think about you, I think about giving myself to you, 'cause you know I want you, babe, and I will do anything. I know you're thinking the same thing, babe, so come and get it, yeah. I'm so excited, I can't hide my feelings, get it. I won't stop until we start over and finish. Tonight it's all about my baby. I'm feeling for you, get me high. I can't stop you, feel me right. Close the door, bed or floor. I just want more. I can't get enough of you. What I got in store, it's all of yours. I just want more. I can't get enough of you. Close the door, bed or floor. I want more. I can't get. Let's get personal. Me and you, just me and you. Don't worry about Johnny, now worry about Kevin, baby. Just me and you, just me and you. Don't worry about this, don't worry about Kevin. We don't need nobody, yeah.
Hold up, pose, yeah, pose, yeah, pose. I am a photo shoot, pose. I am, pose. It's a photo shoot. Dope boy, I'm a Polaroid. Photos make me paranoid. Gripping up her camera phone. This I be trying to avoid. Change trying to make a blog, which blog?
There are a lot of men on here who have probably whatever issues he wants to talk about, we talk about them. And we have probably the same issues that he has. And it's funny because we just had a session not too long ago, and I'm getting ready to hook up with a guy, and we're going to talk about some similar issues that he's already expressed on the group that I haven't talked to other men about yet, but I'm going to talk to him about them today, and hopefully he can give me some insight on what he's done and what may help. So, try and reassure your husband that whatever's bothering him, if anything is bothering him, that we got his back on here, because we're either going through it or we'll talk about it.
I understand what you told me, as if I didn't know. I always wanted someone just like you. I really need to hold you.
I joined Blam Core because it popped up, and I was looking for a way to fix things in my relationship, like to use it to kind of be like, let me help get this man on the get right, because you have concerns. But I will say that in just doing this, you guys help me to understand and also to see there's a lot of things that I need to work on. There's a lot of trigger reactions that I'm dealing with. There's a lot of stuff that I still have to grow with. And you guys are so, I mean, just looking at you guys in action, when you guys say, like, this is for grown folks, that's so completely serious. I mean, all the nuggets and tidbits that you guys give, there's no way that we could have got this anywhere else other than this. And even with the Sister Circle, I mean, you guys help me in the moments when I do feel alone and feel so chaotic and, you know, feel like I don't have people who understand. So it's just a wealth and benefit of just being here. And it's so appreciated for everything that you guys do and what y'all put in, because without y'all, you know, we wouldn't be leaning in. I'd be like, I got the stank eye again today. So I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Carisha.
Carisha. This is day 2.
Yes, it is. Day number 2.
Day 2 of the 4 days to more effective communication challenge. Everybody, we are in the house, and we are. I am. Let me speak for myself. I keep talking for my husband. But let me talk for myself, and let me just say, and then you can speak for yourself. I am excited because day 2, the focus for today is one of my most favorite topics.
I bet it
one
is.
of my most favorite. My most favorite. And then we moving on higher after
Yes, we
this is
are.
over.
Yes,
But
we
everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are glad you are up in here. How are you feeling, sweetheart? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited, babe.
You
I'm
are?
excited. This right here is one of my most favorite topics as well.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it is.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We get
all
to
right.
see ourselves in a different way, and you know, that definitely helps to elevate how we show up in our life and in our relationship. And so I'm excited about this, boo. But you might want to scoot over because I feel like you're out the frame.
Oh, I mean,
Scoot towards me.
I mean, okay,
Yeah,
there we
that's
go.
better.
All right, there we go. All right, everybody. Welcome tonight. This is day 2, and you are in the right place. I want somebody to type right place in the chat. I need y'all to be with me. I need y'all to be with us. I need you to be engaged. I need you to pay attention and to know that you are right where you need to be. I got a little, what's the thing? Like some affirmations. I have like these affirmation cards, just a deck, and it comes with a little piece of, a little stand, and I changed the cards in and out, you know, usually every week or so, but I've had it on the same thing for a few weeks now, and it says I am in the right place at the right time, because that thing has been hitting my spirit, and I believe that, I know that, and I really want to encourage you guys tonight that you are in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, do us a favor and type that in the chat. Right place, right time. Type right
No matter
place,
what's going on.
right time,
Right place.
in the chat.
Right time.
If you're on YouTube, do the same thing. Type right place, right time in the chat as well. And I feel like I'm in the right place at the right time as well too, because
Sitting
again, I'm in
next
front
to
of
the
I'm in
right
front of you all,
man.
and I'm sitting right next to to the right woman. You know, so this is gonna be good, y'all. So we can go ahead and get things started with you know, just what our goal is during the course of this challenge, or at least for tonight.
So every night and every day that we come together, we want you to be clear that we want you to better hear and be heard in your relationship, okay? We want to elevate your understanding about the power of connection to enhance your communication. Far too many of us are focused on the things that need to be said and less on the energy and the emotional state that we're in when we're communicating. And then, of course, we want you to take action.
Yeah.
We want you to do something different. We want you to be different. And too often, and I be up in that number, you know, depending on where I'm at any given time. You know, I'm like taking in the information, you know, and I don't know, but that was good. That was good. But you don't really know what the hell was I supposed to do? And we're not about that. We are about making sure that there's implementation
Yes.
and there's a process for doing that. So we want you to take action. Remember that as we move through each and every day.
And y'all are here. So y'all are starting at the place that a number of people who are in our community actually started. The same exact place, in the right place and at the right time. There's a proven process, but you got to take action.
I'm very grateful for Blam. I really lucked into seeing this challenge at just the perfect time. My wife and I, who's right here with me, we're struggling in our marriage. We're going through some funky stuff. We have a serious lack of communication and just loss in connection. but we also have a willingness to do the work and to work on it. So to be a part of this challenge was very encouraging for us. We don't think things are going to happen overnight, because things definitely didn't start to get funky in one day, but we do see the value in it. We see the value in the personal work, and we see the value in just like working for your marriage. And that's what we're really trying to do. I'm just so glad. I don't know how I came across it, but it just felt like a perfect time, right? The day before you were starting the challenge, I got the information, we were able to sign up. So I really want to thank you guys for all the work you're doing. And we're going to put that work into our lives as well.
Yes, that's what it's about, y'all, putting in that work. And so a little bit about just who we are. So again, my name is Ayize, and this is my lovely and incredible wife, Iana. And we've been together, y'all, for 28 years and married for 21. We got over 30 years of combined experience as therapists, relationship coaches, and we're the co-founders of Black Love and Marriage. We've been doing this work together since 2010, whether it be doing one-on-one coaching, group coaching, online courses, whatever it may be, doing retreats, conferences, et cetera, et cetera. Like, this is what we do. And as a result of us applying ourselves, our skills, but also our lived experience, we've impacted thousands of couples and families in doing this work. You can find us on all platforms at Black Love and Marriage, and we also got a new podcast, The Relationship Cheat Code. Check us out on YouTube at The Relationship Cheat Code. Yes.
We're always doing this for our family. And this is one of our old school, is it old school?
A couple of years ago.
Christmas pictures. And these are our babies. Oh, another one getting ready to go to college. Lord have mercy. One left me. Two of them left. Then one came back.
Yeah.
Now another one getting ready to go. Lord have mercy.
Hey, we share this with you. A lot of times people don't be trying to share their family and show pictures and images and videos and stuff. But a part of the reason why we do this and why we share with you all a piece or this piece of our life is because we want you to know that we're a real couple. We're a real couple with real children that, real teenagers that be teenaging. And so
That's
not
all
only
I'm gonna
that,
say. We're gonna leave it there.
yeah, I mean, just life be lifing, y'all. Life be lifing. Wife be wifing. She would probably say, I be husbanding.
Yeah, but you could tell he made this slide because he ain't got nothing on there. Oh, you do got a husband.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Kids
see
be,
how
you know
fast I
how they
did
be,
that?
and co-workers
My
be
bad.
cray, y'all. And so in the midst of all of that, you still got a responsibility. You got a responsibility to connect, y'all.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like. You got to be able to be willing to extend yourself and connect.
I just want you married. How does it feel? How does it feel? Did I wanna know else?
Oh man.
I'm going to do that tonight.
You gonna do that tonight?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That just be giving me a vibe. Just them little clips just give me a vibe. But in order to really shift your relationship, yourself, your mindset, the energy, you have to have a full wraparound approach. You got to have the right energy. You got to have the right connection, the right people around you, and you got to have some resources.
Yeah.
You got to have some homework so you can look at yourself, even if we don't want to. So we encourage you to go to blambundle.com. There's still an opportunity for you to get all of the resources that you see here, in addition to being a part of VIP and to join us in the Zoom room for the remainder of the challenge. I don't know how that did. Oh, you just did that.
Yeah.
You also get to participate in coming together a little bit before the challenge for any questions you may have, and for some elaboration on what we've talked about. And then tonight, VIP folks are going to be in the Zoom room with us for Black Love on Film. Y'all, I just love it. I mean, that's all I can say. And I'd be like, now not all the time, but I know what the clips are going to be, and I still be getting emotional and what have you, because I just love us. I just love us.
Yeah.
I love love, and I love being able to see myself and to hear from everybody who kind of shares. So we expect the sharing to happen tonight, and what comes up for you as you're paying attention to that. So that's just a heads up for all of our VIP members. And then of course on tomorrow night we have Chat and Chop It Up. That is a curated conversation between us folks, men and women, Black men and women, coming together to just talk and to share and to have real conversation about some of the differences, some of our places where we also connect in, and we always are having adult conversation, y'all, right? So we want you to know that tonight and every day of the challenge, put them headphones on if you got little people around, because it's gonna be real.
Yeah,
It's gonna be real.
It's gonna be real.
So y'all, we want to just give you a recap yesterday of what we talked about yesterday, rather. We talked about your communication style. You should know your 4 letters. If you were not here yesterday and you're like, what are they talking about? Go to blambundle.com so you can take your communication quiz and you can see what you are. I am an AADH. I'm an amplifier, affiliative, direct, and hot. And the more you know about yourself, the better. And the more you can be aware and then do something differently and not judge how your partner is or how they communicate and vice versa. Okay, that piece is really important. So we did that on yesterday. And again, the quiz is inside of your Blam bundle that you received.
Yeah, make sure you go to blambundle.com to get access to the quiz so you can actually know specifically what your communication style is.
Yeah, there it is.
So we need y'all to type shift in the chat. SHIFT. Type shift in the chat.
Let's get into it. We're going to get into it. Come on, YouTube. Type shift in the chat so we can shift into tonight's content. And we want you to shift your mindset. We want you to shift all of the things that you need to shift so that you can really get what you came to get. Most of the time, y'all, I'm just going to tell y'all right now, people come and you're motivated by something, right? Something that you need or something that's not going right, or just, you just want to be better. And then you come and you be like, dang, I got something that I wasn't even expecting.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you show up and you are really leaned in and you are engaged. So we want you to just stay engaged and stay leaned in for this time. We got a lot of good stuff for you tonight.
Yeah, so y'all type shift in the chat. I want y'all also to type safe space. Type safe space in the chat as well. Safe space.
It's a safe space.
So we got a question for you as you type safe space. Can you and your boo talk about anything? Type a yes or a no in the chat.
No judgment, safe space.
It's a safe space, y'all. Can you and your boo talk about anything?
Anything. All right. That's what we want to know. What y'all saying over here on YouTube? What y'all saying in the VIP room? Is it a yes or a no? Can you and your boo talk about anything?
I see a bunch of no's.
Okay, I see
in
some
the VIP
no's.
room.
Same here. All right, I see some no's.
Yeah. So here's the piece, y'all. So if you said no, then we can help you cultivate it. And even if you say yes, that's amazing. We can also help you to maintain it. How do I know? We know this just based off of the amount of time that we've invested in our own relationship, but not just our own relationship, the number of people that we've helped to cultivate it with us working with them directly.
Oh my goodness.
So here's an example right here. Q said, I've been down this road many times, but today it hit different. The calm that comes from clarity and an open mind. In September of 2022 was the last time I drove this road and not knowing what the next day would bring because I felt like the bottom would fall out at any moment. Has anybody felt like that before? Like the bottom would fall out at any moment? The universe has a way of shutting you down and you have no choice but to sit in it and make a choice. Fast forward 8 months and the choice I made with a whole lot of gas, grace, and space from ES Miles and a heavy injection of
That's
Blam.
his wife.
Yeah, that's his wife. Yeah. And a heavy injection of Blam has changed my life 360. I travel this road today with peace in my soul, a new beginning in life with the one I truly adore and love. The universe sat me down and now ES Miles, it's you and I versus the world. Why fall in
I
love
just caught that. I'm so slow.
when you can stand in it?
All right. Oh, why fall in love when you can stand in it? Oh my goodness.
Again, it's
One of
possible, y'all.
our Blamly members there. And then another one of our Blamly members, she is just publicly apologizing for dumping and flooding, she says, her husband over the years. She says our dumpster was full beyond capacity to the point the trash was on the grass and on the concrete. Thanks, Brother Ayize, for Relationship Thursday. We're walking differently now. I love you, Q. You are my answered prayer. Oh my Lord,
Yeah,
that
it's
just
beautiful.
gives me all the feels.
Like again, the possibility of you experiencing a shift in your relationship is in
Yeah.
front of you. The question is whether or not you'll actually take it.
Yeah,
Whether
yeah.
you'll pursue and take advantage of the opportunity. And so, we do things on a regular basis. So we actually just recently had a hug challenge in our Blamely. And I like this right here. This couple, they said that Danielle and Richard, they said that the assignment was for you to hug for 20 seconds. And they ended up hugging. They set the timer for 20 minutes. Ended up hugging for 20 minutes. So it was a long embrace, but it was a pleasant one. And so they were appreciative of that experience right there. Again, you can cultivate what it is that you're looking for, but you have to be intentional. You got to be intentional. And this right here is another one of our Blamely members.
These are some
she
of
and her
our
husband,
OGs.
some of the OGs. What they speak about is that Blam has catapulted their marriage to another level, a level that they never even thought that they could get to.
I'm a part of Blam Core, been in it since April or May 2021, and we Blam for life. And it has really like catapulted our marriage to another level that I never even thought we could get to, because we came in here from betrayal. So just to see myself do a 360 and my husband do a 360, it's been amazing. It's been an amazing experience, and I'm so glad that we found Blam found us. I don't know who found who, but we in here. So it's y'all gotta come, because you just gotta have the courage. Like I said, I feel like for me and my husband, it was the community pushing us to be vulnerable and transparent that helped us to get to where we are. If you have the courage to do that, to open up, to not be that mad Black woman or mad Black man, you can get to the next level. So y'all come.
All right, there it is. Yes, to get to the next level, again, one of our OGs. I just love when I hear folks, and we always want to share with you all, real folks, real people who are in our community who are getting that communication on another level and are going to the next level. So tonight, y'all, we are going to talk about, again, something that people don't often think about when it comes to their communication, and that is emotional safety. Somebody just type an ES in the chat. I need to make sure y'all awake, y'all paying attention. Type ES in the chat for emotional safety. Yeah, this is one of our reels, and I'm telling you, hugs create a whole lot of emotional safety. Lord have mercy. I was trying to go and click on the thing, and it didn't happen. Is it gonna work? There we go, y'all.
To know that you love me, to know that you care, know that you give up yourself and yet still ask of nothing from me. Your love is exceptional, born of a heart of gold.
Man, your love is exceptional. Every time I hear that song, I just think about my boo. Sometimes I look over at him. And he always look up. He's looking up to see if I'm looking at him. That's my song for him, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Emotional safety, emotional safety. Our Blamely members have heard about this. We talk about this. We preach this. And you must be committed to this. If you've never heard about this, you need to make this your focus for a minute. Because this will take you places that no strategy can ever take you. Let me say that again. This emotional safety will take you places that no strategy will ever take you. There is strategy in our communication, and then there is emotional intelligence and emotional safety and emotional connection. We have to have all of it. But emotional safety, y'all, is really about having a situation, a relationship, an energy, a vibe in your relationship where you can be yourself, where you feel comfortable, and where you can trust that your partner will take care of you, will take care of you, that they have, your best interest at heart, that they're not really intentionally trying to come for you, that there's no malicious intent. And sometimes we don't recognize that in a lot of ways, we are reacting to our partner as if they are not on our team, and we are not paying attention to what's really going on. Other times, we actually do have a partner who's coming for us. We do have a partner who's just, be putting out all kind of crap in the relationship, and you put the crap right back at them, and there is no emotional safety. And so in order to disrupt that, you have to get in touch with your emotions. In order for you to have
That's facts.
emotional safety, you got to get in touch with your emotions. And let me tell y'all, let me just say this real quick. I don't need y'all to see me on this real fast. We have folks come to us, working with them in sessions. I've said this before, but I always try to emphasize this. And wow, we can give them some great steps on what they need to do because they don't have structure. They don't have any rules of engagement on how they're going to talk about things. And they don't have any kind of agreed upon things that they both know the same answer to. If we were to split them up and say, if you had this situation, what do y'all know y'all are supposed to do? Do y'all check in with each other? Do y'all do this? Do y'all do that? They don't have any of that. And we can't even get into that knowing that those things are important because there's no emotional safety. You cannot build a good, strong communication dynamic if you don't feel safe. If I don't trust you, or I think you cool, I trust you in general, but I don't really trust you for real around certain things, I'm not about to be communicating with you in a way that's going to take us anywhere. And my own good intentions will be undermined by my fear. My own good intentions will be undermined by my fear that you're going to judge me, that you're going to use this against me later. And that's why emotional safety has to exist. That's why people are saying, hey, I thought we were going to get some steps. No, what you need to go do is sit down somewhere, listen to a love song, maybe y'all's song from back in the day, get your heart soft, sit next to your poo, your poo, your boo, your poo, whatever you call them, and turn on a good romantic movie. That's your assignment. That's your assignment. You got to get connected, and you got to get into a place where there can be more emotional safety. And you can't get into emotional safety without emotional connection. And you cannot get into emotional connection without being in touch with your emotions. So this piece, y'all, is deep. It's deep, and I need y'all to really understand how important it is.
Yeah, it's deep, and it's so deep that I want to lift up this piece right here. That when we speak about emotional safety, those two words in and of themselves may feel, or at least appear to be, anti-man, anti-masculine. And so we're speaking about emotional, and then we're speaking about safety. And so when you think about men, number one, we're thinking about left brain, logical individuals. And then when it comes to men, we're also thinking about risk taking. We're thinking about protection. And so to be emotionally safe, it seems as though it's counterintuitive for a man. But peep this, y'all. This is specifically for the women. We as men desire emotional safety too.
Bow, 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 bow.
We desire emotional safety too. And when we don't feel emotionally safe, we act out.
What y'all
just
do?
As you do.
Y'all shut down.
Yes, we shut down. We don't come home. We sit for 35 minutes in the garage. Not in the garage, maybe in the driveway, or maybe even in the garage. We self-isolate. There's a number of different things that we do when we don't feel emotionally safe. But I'm just lifting this piece up that, it may seem like, damn, man, this ain't a man thing. It is a man thing.
Tell him.
When we feel safe, we speak and we express our thoughts and our feelings. When we feel safe, we come closer to you. When we feel safe, we hold your hand. When we feel safe, we have more extensive conversations. When we feel safe, we start to self-assess and examine why we feel the discomfort about having the more extensive conversations, which then compels us to actually lean more into it. We do the work. When we feel like our work is not going to be weaponized against us because we feel safe, we do even more work.
That's good.
So I'm just saying that men, we desire emotional safety too.
So some of you may be wondering, like, so what does this have to do with, my communication? Like, how does this work when we're communicating? And so one of the things that we talk about a lot is that there are a lot of core emotional needs that folks have. When you are in a situation where you're having a conversation, or you all are having a disconnect, a disagreement, or whatever the case may be, whatever it is, you are oftentimes caught up on the situation. You focused on, you know what, you came home the other day and, you didn't say nothing to me. You came home late. We haven't gone out in a whole 90 days. I don't know when the last time we done anything. You're not listening to me and you're talking about the situation. Your partner is talking back and forth to you and saying, I'm trying to do this, now I'm trying to do that. And what I want you to do, whether that situation resonates with you or you got another situation, I want you to stop the next time you're having this conversation. And I want you to ask yourself, what is the unmet need? What is my unmet need? I can't tell you how well I know this material, but there are times when I have to recognize, damn, Iana, you like so pressed about the point. And for real, sis, talking to myself, you just need to tell Aize, I don't feel like, you trust me on this. I don't feel like you care about my feelings. I don't feel important. See, when we can understand what our unmet need is, when we can understand what our partner's unmet need is, then we don't have to have all the strategy in the world in terms of our communication. We just speak to that. We speak to that. And that's the piece that we want you to really recognize. There are a whole lot of basic human emotional needs. And too many of us are talking about the situation till we blue in the face. We're going to always disagree. Aize and I going to always disagree on some things. But one thing that I know is that if I get his emotional need, like what's going on for him? You know what? I'm in here doing me real fast, moving and shaking. I'm doing this and doing that, right? And I have not even talked to my husband, right? I don't think he feels needed. I don't think he feels needed. Let me go check in with him because he's got a little energy with me and I don't even know what that's about. Half the time, he don't even know what it's about. He don't even know what it's about. You know what I mean? And so because I'm trying to be attuned to his emotional unmet need, then my communication supports that. I ask him, you know what I'm saying? Like, so dang, I just realized like I'm moving and I'm doing all the things. And, my husband has been wonderful accepting me for all of my moving and doing all the things. You just done a great job at that. Shout out to Aize. Right. But then when I check in on him, right, now our communication can go higher.
Hey, do me a favor, y'all. Type in the chat, what you all feel like your emotional need is. You see the list up here on the screen on YouTube. Type it in the chat here in the VIP room. Type it in the chat. What is your emotional need? One piece that my wife.
So give some context.
Specifically as it pertains to your relationship.
Yeah, right now.
Right now, what are you in need of? And here's another piece that I want to lift up, and this is specifically as it pertains to men. Just because you encounter some resistance, it doesn't mean that the need is not there. So there's been a number of times in which my wife has approached me and attempted to engage me when she senses that I'm off, when she feels that I'm just not in the best of moods and I'm in a certain space mentally and emotionally. And so she'll pursue and she'll attempt to engage because she knows that there may be some deficit or there may be some emptiness that I'm experiencing. And so she'll attempt to pour into my cup. It doesn't mean that I'm necessarily an open book or that I'm receiving her with open arms. Sometimes I may resist. But ladies, I want y'all to pay attention to this, that even though there's resistance, it doesn't mean that the need is not still there. So she's still attempting to engage, even if there is resistance, which then eventually softens me and allows me to lean in. And this goes both ways as well, y'all. And so, of course, you want to respect boundaries, but at the same time, too, you don't want to just like automatically pull away.
Yeah. This goes into y'all. I just want to say this real fast to echo Aize's sentiment. Like, Aize actually is the one who's kind of taught me how to push past like my own feelings of feeling like, okay, I came over and asked you, I saw somebody on YouTube said, I don't know. I'm sorry, I know I'm interrupting what I'm saying. But I see you, Waller family said, I don't know how I got him to not feel safe. And I just want to normalize that. Ain't nobody mind readers. Ain't no mind readers. Everybody need to stop thinking that your partner, because they know you and y'all go way back to middle school and whatever, they supposed to know what you're feeling. You're not going to necessarily know. And that's why we have to inquire. We have to ask and really put ourselves out there. And when we do that, we might get rejected. You know what I'm saying? Your partner might not really give you no energy. In fact, resist, like my husband said. And I was the queen of that when my husband would come and try like, baby, and I'm still in my feelings. I'm not giving him no energy. And he would still pursue me. We all want to be pursued in some way. And so marriage is not 50-50. Strong, committed relationships are not 50-50. Sometimes my husband will have to pursue me and come get me, even as I'm turned halfway like this. And so he taught me how to do that. And some of y'all are like I used to be. Oh, I've already reached out and checked on you. I'm trying to see what's what. And then you just, you know what I'm saying? Now you don't keep your back to me. Well, when you come up out of your damn space, then I'll be over here waiting on you. But I've learned not to do that. We've got to be willing to put ourselves out there and to pursue. So that's on both sides, right? What my husband just talked about. Just because you get resistance, this is that emotional intelligence, does not mean that you cannot still extend yourself and stand in the gap for your partner. I love how y'all are putting in the chat on both YouTube and in the VIP room, you know, some of the things that you need. And my question is, have you shared this with your partner? Have you shared this with them? How can you share it? What way can you get the message across in a way that's going to feel safe, right? It's going to feel safe and not going to feel like an attack. That's what we want to be paying attention to. Yes, I see you. Be vulnerable and be okay with it. So emotional safety is important.
Yeah, when folks don't have emotional safety, there's a number of different things that they do. They fight. They fight for safety. You know, sometimes you'll see people who be raging and act like bullies, become uber aggressive. Maybe even people with narcissistic tendencies show up in this space where they're trying to fight because they don't feel like it's emotionally safe. Sometimes people flee. They flee to safety. And a part of that is, you know, sometimes it looks like stonewall and abandoning the conversation, maybe even staying busy. You know, you'll find people who just decide to like disengage because I can't be here anymore. I got to run away from the situation.
Going to the basement, staying down there for hours.
Yeah. I told my wife the other day, now this has nothing to do with emotional safety, but this time of year is the time of year where you might get it confused. You might think that your man is fleeing, but he just watching the playoffs. I told my wife the other day, I said, listen, babe, it's going to be a game every single day.
Lord.
I believe all the way up until June. So excuse me
All the way up until June.
while I go watch the game.
Like, well, let me get my HGTV on.
Yeah. Some people fawn. They attach for safety. They acquiesce. They yield. This is where you see people with codependent personalities. They're pleasers, and they repress self. And so it's like, let me hide myself, you know, so that I can actually be okay. And I don't have to get into it. Some people flop. They surrender for safety. And it's like, you know, I'm limp.
And this is when there's oftentimes people will be confused. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know what to do. You just kind of get frozen. And that's another one. But when I say frozen, I mean in terms of being confused. And I want you to, as my husband is sharing these, I want you to think about, where am I? Which one of these spaces do I go into? How do I be acting in my relationship when, you know, really I'm just not feeling safe?
And then you can also freeze. It's when you're scared stiff, you shut down, you disassociate, and you know, you basically tap out. You tap out. So I am curious to know, type in the chat, you know, what are you inclined to do when you don't feel emotionally safe? Do you fight? Do you flee? Do you fawn? Do you flop? Or do you freeze? Type it in the chat, in the VIP room, but also on YouTube too.
What do you
We're
do?
actually, I think that when I don't feel emotionally safe, it's really circumstantial.
But
But
it's a
in terms
predominant
of,
thing that you would do. I mean, I know the answer.
how you gonna know the answer for me? Like, you know, I mean, but I guess I know
I've
the
been
answer
with
for you
a
too.
long ass time.
Yeah,
So let me see if I know your answer and you see if you know mine.
so I would say flight.
Oh, okay.
hmm
All right.
Yes, but for you, I know you fight. So that's what you do. What do you think that I do?
I was gonna say flight.
Yeah.
You
So
be
yeah,
like, peace, I'm out.
so type it in the chat, y'all. What do y'all do?
What do you do?
And so what we want to do is this, y'all. Do you feel emotionally safe in your relationship? Type a yes or no in the chat. Do you feel emotionally safe in your relationship? Type a yes or no in the chat. I want to see what y'all say. Do you feel emotionally safe?
Okay. Some folks are saying freezing, fleeing, all kind of things.
See the comments coming through. No.
Overexpressing, hoping to give clarity.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, but this is what we're gonna do, y'all. So, you know, I asked you the question, but let's find out. We got a quiz that we want y'all to take. Let's take a quick
quick quiz. Get your pen and paper.
Yes. It's going to be a 10-question quiz, y'all. This right here is the Blam Emotional Safety Quiz.
All right.
Yes, the emotional safety quiz for couples. And so I'm going to read these 10 statements. All I want you to do is type a 1 for strongly disagree, 2 for disagree, 3 for neutral, 4 for agree, and 5 for strongly agree.
Can we put this in the chat so that it can
you might be able to.
Let me see if this copy and paste so y'all don't have to be like, what is it I'm supposed to put again? You two folks.
Come to the VIP room. Come to the VIP room, YouTube, so you'll be able to see the rubric.
Okay, so again, number 1 is for strongly disagree, 2 for disagree, 3 for neutral, 4 for agree, 5 for strongly agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, number 1, y'all. I feel heard and understood by my partner. Again, I feel heard and understood by my partner. Number 2, I can express my feelings without fear of retaliation or dismissal. I can express my feelings without fear of retaliation or dismissal. Number 3, my partner respects my boundaries. My partner respects my boundaries. Number 4, I trust that my partner has my best interest at heart. I trust that my partner has my best interest at heart. Number 5, I feel comfortable being vulnerable and open with my partner. I feel comfortable with being vulnerable and open with my partner. Number 6, my partner responds with empathy and compassion when I share my feelings. My partner responds with empathy and compassion when I share my feelings. Number 7, I don't feel the need to hide parts of myself or my emotions from my partner. I don't feel the need to hide parts of myself or my emotions from my partner. Number 8, my partner and I can discuss challenging topics without it leading to severe conflict. My partner and I can discuss challenging topics without it leading to severe conflict. Number 9, I feel valued and appreciated in the relationship. I feel valued and appreciated in the relationship. Number 10, I believe my partner supports my growth and well-being. I believe my partner supports my growth and well-being. Now, add up all of those numbers. Let me give y'all a second to do your math. Add up all of your numbers, and you should come up with a total number. And I'm going to share with y'all what the rubric is. You want to copy and paste that into the VIP room?
Yeah.
If you got your number, type, I got my number. Put your number in the chat if you got your number.
Yeah, put your number in the chat.
Put your number in the chat. Don't paste it yet. Put your number in the chat if you got your number.
What y'all got? This is, again, whether you feel emotionally
it's a safe space, y'all. It's a safe space.
Remember, it's a safe space. Okay, them numbers is popping. That's good. All right.
All right, so we just pasted the rubric inside of the VIP room. So if you scored a 10 to 20, you have low emotional safety. It means you might feel quite guarded or misunderstood in your relationship. It's essential to consider seeking couples therapy or counseling to improve communication and trust.
Or coaching.
Or coaching, yeah. Mm-hmm. 21 to 30, moderate emotional safety. There's a foundation of understanding, but there might be specific areas that need attention. Consider discussing these issues with your partner or seeking guidance on improving emotional safety. 31 to 40 is good emotional safety. While there's a good level of trust and understanding, there's always room for growth. Continue to nurture and build upon this foundation. 41 to 50, high emotional safety. You feel very secure and understood in your relationship. Maintain open communication to ensure this continues and grows even stronger. What are y'all's thoughts based off of this rubric, based off of your score? Is it in alignment with what it is that you feel about where you are in terms of your emotional safety?
But are you surprised? Are you like, that's exactly what I thought? Or is it something that you didn't really know? Okay. Oh, y'all ain't get the rubric? It's
no,
okay.
You're talking about that we pasted, yeah. He's talking about inside of the VIP. In terms of the bundle, that's what he's talking about. Yeah, okay. It's not a part of the bundle. I may include this stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I see the comments coming through. I was surprised how well we did. On point. I knew that. What are y'all saying on YouTube in terms of your score? I see Nakia said not surprised. Again, it's always good to do a quick little assessment to see just exactly where you are in terms of your relationship dynamic. And so we just wanted to share that with you all. What are they saying on YouTube?
Say that I'm not surprised. Somebody said they are surprised. Low emotional safety. Okay. All right. So, again, this emotional safety piece is so important, and you got to continue to pay attention or start paying attention to this more than you are focused on this is what I need to say. Because when we start to do that and think about these unmet needs, we are going to go much further. So there are some ways, y'all, that you can create emotional safety in your relationship. Here are just a few. All right, just a few. You can stop being so goddamn judgmental. Stop being so judgmental. And if you say, I'm not, I'm just kind of expressing my opinion. Everybody got an opinion. If you like that, ask your partner, do they feel like you're judgmental? Manage yourself, not your partner. Do your work. It's a reel on, I don't know, it's a little baby in the car seat, and she's like, do your work. Like, I'm doing my work. She's like 2 years old. She telling her daddy, he said, you want me to help you? She said, do your work, right? Start managing yourself. Celebrate the differences. So many times, a lot of the things that we're experiencing in our relationship feel like they're really anti who we are. But I promise you, how many of y'all know if you had you as a partner, it'd have been over yesterday. Wow, bow, bow, down. It'd have been over yesterday. You do not want yourself as a partner. You have differences for a reason. You know what I mean? And it's my belief that we attract our divine complement to help us grow and go to another level. And we do not grow unless we have some agitation on some level. On some level, you got to respect boundaries. We talked about that even on yesterday. All good, healthy relationships have boundaries. If y'all haven't gotten it so far, you need to get it now. You have to prioritize emotional safety. You have to. And do y'all see what it says on the slide? You got to prioritize that over trying to get the problem resolved, over trying to get your answer, over trying to get your point across. Because you already know you've been going down that road trying to get to, like, what are we doing? Or like, what do you think? And all that kind of stuff. And your partner's not sharing, they're not talking, and you've not connected in. And you haven't really asked your partner, like, what can I do differently? Somebody write that down. What can I do differently? That's all, just ask the question. And you are prioritizing emotional safety for your relationship and for your partner just through that alone.
Let me ask this question really quickly, and I want you to be honest with yourself. What type of person are you? So if somebody is at the front of the room, let's say you're in a crowded room. If somebody's at the front of the room and they have $1 million that they're trying to give out, whoever gets to the front of the room first. And so your partner is right next to you. Both of y'all want the $1 million. How do y'all deal with that situation? Like, how do you all come to an agreement around, like, how you're going to get it? Are you the type of person who consults with your partner about, like, what is the strategy for us to be the first one up there to get it? Are you the type of person who basically gives your partner the chicken wing, knocks them out the way so that you can actually go up to the front of the room and get it? Are you the type of person that, again, yields and falls back because you trust that your partner is going to make the best decision, the best move, the best strategy, and get to that $1 million? Like, what type of partner are you? Some of y'all will climb over top of your man, climb over top of your woman to make sure you get it, and then you'll keep it for yourself. Some of y'all will elbow your man or elbow your woman to get to whatever it is that you need to get to. And so when we speak about prioritizing emotional safety and security over resolution, what we're talking about is, where is the consideration? Are you considering your man? Are you considering your woman? Or is it about you? It gets back to that whole piece about you being self-absorbed. How do y'all roll?
And sometimes, y'all, it's just bad habits. Somebody type bad habits in the chat. Some of us just got bad habits. You're like, dang, I ain't even think to ask you. I heard him say that, and I was out. You know what I'm saying? I'll holler at you when I get back, and we're going to figure out this money. But that's just what you do. You do that with your partner. You do that at work. You do that with your kids. You do that with other people. You don't even recognize that you move so quickly because it's just a part of maybe your emotional DNA. We can change our habits, y'all. We can change our habits. We don't have any bad intentions. It's just how we roll. What's that song? That's just how we roll. Stop it. Just stop it and create some new habits. Create some new habits, because I think a lot of times we don't recognize the ways in which we're not showing up in the ways that we need to. We're just not recognizing that. So that was a good. I like that. So what kind of person are you?
I'm talking as the person is talking, so I might not even hear all of the instructions, because as soon as I hear when they're starting to explain what's what, as soon as I hear the first person,
what you doing?
I'm in conversation with you.
No,
I am. I'm collaborative.
No.
I said this yesterday.
No, he's
I'm
not.
I'm having a conversation with you.
No.
And I'm seeing like what we gonna do, like how we gonna strategize.
No, he's not.
That's what I'm doing.
And I can prove it.
That's what I'm doing.
And I can prove it. You know how I can prove it?
How can you prove it?
This man right here is competitive. Always.
I am competitive.
So he is going. I know he's going to get me. We're going to be straight when he get back. But he is not consulting my ass at all.
No,
he is already scanning the room for the quickest path. Okay,
that's
he's
true.
looking at the other people in there, how fast they look. Look, my little sister. Okay, I ain't gonna go too far, but I'm gonna talk about that dodgeball party. We were at a conference. They had a free book on that they put out. It was on mastering your money and taking your budget to another level. I said, they said we got this many at the front. Y'all want to know what happened? I looked over, he was gone. I looked over. He was gone. I got up and I looked over and I said, damn.
We had a conversation first.
No, we did not.
We did. So
we did not have a conversation.
We did. We talked first.
So look, so
because you was like, go get it.
So look. No, I did not,
yes,
because you were already gone. He heard Houghton go get it in his psyche somewhere, but I ain't say it. You might have heard somebody else's wife say that to their husband when you was passing them down the aisle. Okay, but I'm just saying, y'all, the reality though, y'all, is that I know that he's got me, but he definitely be on it and moving. But these, again, are things sometimes that work. I mean, he got the damn book, so I wasn't mad at him. Wow. Yeah. I was not mad, but we don't recognize sometimes how it can work for us, and in other ways how it does not work for us. So we got to pay attention to communicating and making sure that we're creating an emotionally safe space where consideration is happening. All of those things are happening. Make sure you follow through, y'all. Follow through on the things that you say you're going to do, the things you say you're going to say, men
and women.
Men
and women,
and of course it's everybody.
Yes, it is.
But I know a lot of times the men folk, you don't be having a strong circle back game. Your wife be like, hey, so are we gonna talk about la 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 or whatever? You be like, oh yeah, let's talk about that on Wednesday. By the time you come back, Wednesday 2 months from now. What Wednesday was you talking about? We was talking about Wednesday was supposed to have been 2 days because it was Monday.
So you're saying I'm just saying. I mean, it is the truth. I'm saying you're saying that we ain't got a strong circle back game, but y'all got T-Rex arms.
What that mean?
Y'all shooting shots like LeBron last night, hitting the front of the rim and bouncing out when you got a wide open 3-pointer. I'm just saying, like, so we may not circle back when it comes to y'all making. Sometimes y'all promises be empty in a particular area. So just as we got to circle back and we got to follow through, y'all got to follow through too.
Now, I love that this happened. This is exactly what you don't want. And you're going to still give yourself some more damn buttons. This is exactly what you don't want to do. When your partner is bringing something for, don't say, and y'all need to, and you need to, don't do that, okay? All right, make requests, not demands, okay? Make requests and not demands. Ask for what you need. The best thing you can do instead of criticizing in your communication is just ask for what you want. I don't know why you blah, 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 because it doesn't make sense. Shh. Next time when we have your family over, it actually would be helpful for me to know before the day before.
You talking about with the shush pizza?
You ain't
talking about with that piece. Like,
wait a minute. It would be helpful for me to know before the day before that they're coming. Is that reasonable? Because it really throws me when I'm finding out, in the moment. The day before is really kind of in the moment for me. Just ask for what you need. I don't know what you're talking about with the
when you said shh.
What about it?
You're not saying say that.
No.
Okay, I just want to be clear. I mean, people take things literally. So if you're telling them to shh, that's problematic. Y'all don't do that
right now.
I'm saying, like, don't do that, y'all.
Well, this ain't even look. Listen actively and attentively. Listen actively and attentively, right? So y'all hear that all the time, but listening attentively means that you put your phone down, that you pay attention to what's being said, that you give eye contact. You do all of those things. Practice empathy and compassion. We've said that over and over again. You got to practice it. You got to actually say, wow, that must have felt blank. Did that feel such and such? If you're like, I ain't never said nothing like that, I ain't gonna say that, then you got some work to do. Stop personalizing everything in your communication, right? If you want it to be emotionally safe, if your partner shares, can they not get in trouble for sharing? Now they share their feelings and now you mad. Well, that ain't creating an emotionally safe space. And for all things, you must validate. I've said this a million times before. When I'm talking to somebody, when I've been managing someone, when I'm talking to my husband, I'm talking to my kids, if I want to say something that I know might be a little difficult, I'm going to validate something first. I'm going to find something good to say first. And that is a strategy that you can use anywhere and everywhere, because people always receive better if we actually pay attention to something positive first.
The next one, y'all. So own your ish. And this ties into what my wife said a moment ago when it comes to stop personalizing everything your partner shares. When you share from a non-blaming space. Like people may get upset. They may feel mad. They may feel angry based off of what it is that you express. You have a responsibility in terms of how you convey what it is that you're feeling. Your feelings are yours, but take ownership and own the way that you're expressing them, because they do have an impact. Also own your issue and be accountable for the way in which you may have shown up and messed up in the relationship. So it's not just how you express yourself. It's like some of the things that you be doing.
Yeah.
Again, show up in a way that is that's healthy and it's not counterproductive. Create rules of engagement. It's important that you have parameters around when you're going to have conversations, how long you're going to have conversations. What are some boundary lines in the conversations? Like, what's the safety rules when it comes to how you all communicate and express yourselves with each other? What's the volume limit?
You love to lift that one up.
It's an important piece, because sometimes people get elevated, and for some people that's normal based off of their upbringing.
Volume.
Yeah, volume.
I
Based
thought
off
you
of
meant
that.
like length of time.
No, the length of time is an important piece too. But when it comes to how loud you are, some people are used to a loud frequency and tonality based off of what they experienced in their upbringing, but everybody's not like that.
Yeah.
And so again, you want to have rules of engagement, because what you feel is normal and comfortable, it may be triggering for your man or for your woman. Practice acceptance, y'all. Stop over-analyzing, anticipating, judging, and cross-examining. Sometimes it is what it is.
I forgot about that.
Sometimes it is just what it is.
That's important. And then y'all, last but not least, right? This whole piece around emotional safety, y'all need to be using the words. Put it on a Post-it note, put it up on your bathroom wall. Put it in many places as you can. Keep talking about it. Like, oh, are we, you can make it into a joke. Are you feeling emotionally safe? Right? But I don't care how you do it. Bring it into the conversations that you're having with your partner so that you all can get used to sharing and connecting and talking about things that have more depth. Okay? That's important. I love what Pamela says here. She said, my voice carries. I can't whisper. All I'm gonna do is do this, Pamela.
Pamela,
look at you like
Pamela,
this.
work on your library voice. Like, get your library voice on.
Your
library voice,
your inside voice. Look, I understand though, because you see I'm talking right now. Sometimes my husband be like, dang, why you so loud? Because this is how I be. But I have practiced how to come down and bring it like this when I'm talking to my husband about stuff.
It's not just about volume. It's about tone too.
Unnatural to me.
It's about tone. It's about energy. It's about softness. Like, you get more with honey than you do with vinegar.
It still irritates me when he says that, but I know how to do it. Let's move on.
And you do it well too, man. I just got to remind you.
Yeah, every now and then you just got to remind me, like, I can't do that. All right, y'all. So do you have rituals to communicate and connect? A big part of why we do the work that we do, why we give these examples and some of the reels that we have out there online, is because we want you to understand that you actually have to have a mechanism. Somebody type mechanism in the chat. If you don't know how to spell it, then just say it out loud wherever you are. You have to have a space to actually practice communicating and connecting. If you don't have an intentional way to do it, then it's just an idea. Yeah. It's just an idea. So here are some examples of how you can communicate and connect.
I think you truly something special. Just what my dreams are really made of. Let's stay together, you and me, girl. There's no one like you around.
There's nobody like you.
No one like you around, babe. Oh, 'cause I really like what
All right, that's that shared journal. Keep a shared journal. That's a good one. Here's the next one. All right. Take a walk. See, that's simple, but it takes practice. It takes commitment, you know? And so that's what we want you to start doing. This one here takes a greater amount of vulnerability. If you're not able to get on the floor, you can always get in a chair. But this is really, really an amazing way to stay connected and to keep that communication flowing well.
I think you truly something special.
Oh, my bad.
Just work.
Let's do that again.
But I don't wanna give up. Baby, I just want you to get up. Lately, I've been a little fed up. Wish you would just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Me, can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me?
I want to know which one is easiest for you to do. Can you create the time to do a shared journal with your boo? Is it easier for you to just get up and go for a walk? Or is it easy for you to, experience or take time for an intentional moment of connection? Let us know in the chat, y'all. Which one do you feel is attainable, doable? Do you feel like it's all three? I'm curious. I want to know. Like, what do you feel like you can do?
And I'm curious if you have some rituals already that you do, for you to share those. Sometimes we don't recognize also that you may even have rituals that you do yourself. You may not think of it as a ritual, but it's a habit. It is a place you come back to regularly, maybe to center yourself, what have you. You can extend that and do that with your partner. And if you already have some, like, it ain't got to be like those are like shared journal and sit on the floor and put your foreheads and look at each other's eyes and do all of that.
Why you say it like
Say
that?
it like that. It's so deep, and that's what it makes me feel like. I'm really deep. But you can also have a ritual like my husband and I had for so many years back when we lived in the DMV. We would go get some crabs. Dun, 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 dun. Anybody from Maryland? Anybody from DC? PG County is where we were raised. And we would go get some crabs on a Friday night. The people knew our names and put them things up on the table and sit down and eat and talk and watch some good stuff and have good conversation. We used to have a ritual, and we still do this. We don't do it as much now, but we would just get in the car and drive to the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
We still drive to places and just get out and drive, but drive to the 7-Eleven and go get a Slurpee or something. But we just talking. And we would do that on a regular basis. Like you would try and go to 7-Eleven.
I like what Graham said. He said, we be chatting it up in the tub. I just got an earful, laugh out loud.
There, that's good.
Yeah,
Come
taking
on
them
now.
baths together.
Taking them baths together. That's a good one.
Yes.
Right. So reevaluate and reinvigorate your rituals. You can always get a new one. Different chapters, different phases of our lives. We need different things. And I would be remiss if I didn't say, yes, we want you to have this with your partner. But if you have none for yourself, then how can you really be present fully for your partner? Because if you don't get any time with yourself, you should be having rituals for yourself to be able to center, to be able to connect in with yourself. If you don't journal on your own, and if you don't like to journal, do it into your cell phone, record your voice. And then you'll be able to better use your voice when it comes to your partner. So Rituals are important. Emotional safety is important. Connection is important. And Black love on film is important, which we are getting to in the next 7 or 8 minutes. Did y'all get something of value tonight?
Yes.
That's what I want to know. We always want to ask that question. If you got something of value, folks on YouTube, folks in the Zoom VIP lounge room type, yes, value, let me know. What's up, Electra? I see you. Let us know.
The values coming through.
I see value. Something that you can take in, that you can remember, and you can actually do as you continue to move forward and strengthen your own communication. But the emotional safety, the emotional awareness. How do I feel? What's my unmet need? He all upset. She all upset. What is it that they're really looking for? It's not even about the situation half the time. It's an emotional feeling. And if you can satisfy that, my goodness, you are far ahead of most people who stay focused on the surface situation. All right. So tonight, again, we are going to be going into the next VIP room, and we're going to be coming together for Black Love on Film. So we're going to quickly pull up the homework.
Yeah, we're going to share the homework. Then we're going to tell you all the giveaway winner.
Oh, yes, we have another giveaway winner.
Yeah, and then we'll be transitioning on. So, all right, for the homework, y'all. Again, if you're interested in participating with that VIP access, go to blambundle.com to get access. But tonight's homework, y'all. So let me scroll down past day 1. So day 2, this is the day 1 homework. Did y'all do your homework? Type a yes or no in the chat. Yes or no in the chat. Did you do your homework? And it was really revolving around, again, your communication style. But for day 2, emotional safety. What's my level of emotional intelligence?
This is a good one.
This right here, yeah, is a good one. So you have these questions that you want to answer. There's a scoring rubric right there as well. So again, you want to make sure that you're answering these questions. And it's all looking at emotional intelligence, emotional safety, with your social awareness, your self-awareness, your self-management, your relationship management.
All right, so go to blambundle.com to get your own copy of this bundle and the homework. We really encourage you to do the homework and to lean in. And now we are going to share the giveaway winner for this evening. The giveaway was or is an exclusive digital training session by yours truly. It is titled Strategies to Stabilize Yourself and Your Relationship When You Are Going Through. All right. So this is a really rich training. It is not one that we typically just offer freely. But tonight, guess what? We have a winner. And today's winner is Vonda Boo. Vonda, you are the winner. I hope you are on, you are present, you are paying attention. You can email admin, ADMIN, @Beintentional.com to get your prize. Congratulations, y'all. Give her a shout out. Give her some congrats tonight. She's got that coming to her. And again, you can go to blambundle.com so that you can participate in all of the behind the scenes stuff happening and get all the resources.
Yeah, get all of the resources. And let me lift this up to y'all. So you have access to the replays during the course of this week. But after the challenge ends, the replays will be going down, except for VIP members. You get extended access to the replays. So if not for anything else,
they won't stay on YouTube.
They're not going to stay on YouTube. So again, go to blambundle.com if you've missed anything and you want to go back and watch and you want to get access to the replays. So this has been amazing. Tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we have our Q&A. So you can show up and ask us questions about tonight, the lessons that have been learned, or even a homework assignment. And we're doing Black Love on Film in a few minutes. So come on into the VIP Zoom. It's a different link than this one, y'all. So make sure you look at your email. It should be sent out again momentarily. And then tomorrow night, we have the Chat and Chop It Up after party. Is a curated conversation between Black men and Black women. We're talking about communication dynamics, et cetera, et cetera. So we want y'all to show up. Y'all come to Blam or go to blambundle.com to upgrade and get VIP access, and we can connect in with y'all in a few. Peace out, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Right. Well, for the new members, all the OGs, the new Gs, and the wannabes gonna want to come up in here. Listen. Being in Blam has been life-saving for my marriage, not just for my marriage, but for me, for me personally, learning how to turn that mirror around and look at myself. When we came into this community, that hearing that motto, relationship work is personal work. It took so long for that finally to sink in. But once it sunk in, it was like, God damn, all this time, all this struggle, all this stress that I've gone throughout my life, not realizing the issue was me. And it really is that simple. The struggles that you're having in relationships, whether it be a romantic relationship, a work relationship, a relationship with your family members, a relationship with your children, whatever it is, the struggle is really with yourself. When you deal with yourself and work on you, oh my goodness. Because then you learn about setting boundaries for yourself and realizing the things that you've tolerated, you don't have to tolerate. You also realize, like, wait a minute, I'm blaming for somebody for something, but I'm not healed myself. If you are a believer, Christian, you know that everything that we need is already in us. So if you know it's already in you, relationship work truly is personal work because it's already there. We have the tools. It's just that we need to learn how to activate the tools. Once you learn how to activate those tools, my God, oh my goodness. If you don't know how to speak up for yourself, I guarantee you stick around long enough, you will learn how to speak up for yourself. You will learn how to tap into what you need to tap into. You will learn how to tell people no. No is a complete sentence. So
Yes.
all I'm saying is all that I learned here in Blam. And I thank God for whatever reason, however we ended up here, I thank God that we ended up here. So if you are ever on the fence and wondering and thinking, is this right for you? Absolutely. Only if you're willing to do the work, though. We only really want people that want to do the work. If you don't want to do the work, if you want to keep pointing your fingers at somebody, then this is probably not for you. But if you want to do the work and you want to turn that mirror on yourself and work on you, and then let your partner grow and come along with you, then you're in the right place.
Hey y'all, we heading on over to the VIP Black Level Film After Party Room. So we're going to end this right here and we'll connect them with you over there. YouTube, go to blambundle.com if you want to join us over there. Peace out.